hip flexor stretch, toe to wall, dumbbells. This weighted hip flexor stretch is a progression from the quad stretch, toe to wall. If you have tight quads, you won't be able to access the hip flexors, and you should focus on stretching the quads first. This weighted hip flexor stretch is an effective stretch for lengthening the anterior side of the hip and improving hip extension. It's a progression that I like to use in both the front splits and gymnastics bridge training. To perform this stretch, you will need a soft surface like a yoga block or ab mat to place your knee on, a wall, and a set of dumbbells. In a half kneeling position, place the toes on the wall and the knee on the soft surface. You want to have the shin at a 45-degree angle away from the floor, so don't place the knee too close to the wall. It's important to keep the hips square throughout the stretch. Grip the dumbbells in each hand. The further forward you place the front foot, the deeper the stretch will be. During the stretch, you might find that you can move the front foot further forward and go a little deeper. Experiment with it. Start by setting a strong posterior pelvic tilt, PPT, by tucking your tailbone between your legs. You will keep the rear glute contracted throughout the stretch. Next, slowly start to move the torso away from the wall. You can use the hamstring of the front leg to pull yourself deeper into the stretch. Try to close the angle between the front hamstring and the calf muscle. You want to keep the hip square or slightly push the rear hip forward, as this will improve the effectiveness of the stretch. Lift the chest up and pull the dumbbells back slightly to be in line with the hips. Next, focus on trying to extend the rear hip as much as possible and sink deeper into the stretch. I find that actively pushing the toes into the wall helps to contract the rear glute, extend the rear hip, and go a little deeper. How low can you get your undercarriage to the floor? You should feel a stretch in the hip flexors. Hold the stretch for the prescribed time before switching and repeating on the opposite side. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to the Sustainable Training YouTube channel.